Hello everybody, this is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap-Up, Thursday, September 13th. It's the weekend eve. I want to talk to you a little bit today about probably the most important sporting event this weekend that is happening here in the Central Valley. You might be thinking the boxing match. You're wrong. You're probably thinking maybe the Fresno Foxes, and that is a truly important match, and you need to get down to Chuck Chansey Park and kind of help out the Fresno Foxes as they fight for that playoff spot. They're on the outside looking in right now, and every match is important. Now, I'm talking about the game this weekend down in UCLA, where the 1-1 Fresno State Bulldogs take on the 0-2 UCLA Bruins. Kind of cut through the nonsense, just kind of get down to it. We're all, many of us anyway, I'm wearing my Fresno State red right now, we're all, I'm going to try to look at this objectively, fans of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And then there's always resonating in the back of the ear, why is that stadium not filled? I have season tickets to Fresno State, and you watched Derek Carr, and you watched those guys, and how well they did, and those stadiums were always full or near full. Truth is, when the team isn't very good, there isn't a lot of people in the stands. So that loyalty is they're loyal to the team. They'll wear the jersey, they'll wear the T-shirts, they'll have their blackout days, their white days, their different jerseys. That's just buying swag. That doesn't show allegiance. That shows that people have a little discretionary income and they buy it. We want to fill that stadium up, and this team is close. But you can't lose games like you lost last week in Minnesota. That was a winnable game. See, you can win the Mountain West title 94 different times, and nobody is treating it negatively, but the optics of losing the big games, anytime, anywhere, and what? Lose? No. Anytime, anywhere, and win. So, we let one in Minnesota slip away, and I say we. I'm reporting on this now, but actually now I'm not reporting, I'm doing commentary. I coached collegiate football. I know it's like on the sideline. So when I hear people just second guess coaches' calls or this or that, I take it with a grain of salt. Unless you've been there, right? Unless you've walked in those shoes. That was winnable. We took a great defensive play on the interception, tip of the hat. But I was more concerned, quite frankly, about going ahead 14-13. Getting the defense on the field, and they come right down. Bad call, this or that, maybe not. But you have to take care of business. You have to get them 3 and out. You have to make sure that they return the ball back to you so you can start bleeding the clock. And that didn't happen. However, that and the week before, giving up 200 yards rushing against the Vandals, that concerned me as well. We were talking about 79 points on the offensive side, well, with the special teams and the punt blocks, but still giving up 200 yards rushing, and then allowing a Minnesota team that was on the ropes after going ahead 14-13 come right down the field. I worry, but I also am confident enough in this team that they'll do what it takes to get a victory in UCLA. You don't want to come back next week and be down 0-3. It's just, 1-2, not 0-3, 1-2. Just want to double check against Toledo, because you want to have 35,000, 40,000 sellout against Toledo. It shouldn't matter who they're playing. They shouldn't just fill up for Boise State, because the truth is, it's like when I hear people arguing. I've been marketing for 25 years. They'll say, well, people want us to have a good time and watch them win. Well, there are only about 32,000 watching them put 79 points on Idaho. Well, they only want to watch them against the big teams. Well, the only way you can get big teams in here is if you continue to win. And you know what? If you take care of business, dominate in the Mountain West, other teams are going to come. But if you just kind of win the Mountain West or finish in second place and end up in another one of the 3 or 4 designated bowls for the Mountain West, you're going to continue to get 31,000. You're going to continue to get 33,000. Sometimes on a weekend, there may be a lot of other stuff going on, maybe 27,000. And that's a shame, because Tedford has put together an amazing team. This team is amazing. One slipped away. This team could run the table the rest of the year. There's no reason why they shouldn't. So get out there and support this team when they come home. and hit the local bars, hit the local cigar places, this weekend, or just sit around at home and watch and cheer them on. But this is an extremely important game for the Fresno State Bulldogs if they want to fill that stadium the rest of the year. This is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap-Up. You could put a bow on this thing now. I have spoken. Darren Redmond from Redmond's Wrap-Up from FHT Sports. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. We appreciate you following us. And hey, we'll talk to you tomorrow.